Hey everyone, I'm Steph and welcome to my channel, Stylish Dunk. So today I want to talk about something I don't usually talk about. My channel is all about secondhand finds and selling and reselling and styling secondhand finds. So, this is a different kind of channel. But today I got time because shout out to Lovely T. If you don't know who Lovely T is, check out her channel. So the other day I was talking to one of my friends, right? And she just had this mood about her. She was feeling kind of down. And I asked her, I was like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Is everything okay? And she just felt like, man, I think there's something wrong with me. I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna want to be in a relationship with me. I just have all these issues about myself. I have a kid. I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, what are you talking about? And come to find out that she's been consuming a lot of this women humbling content. So I told her, I was like, first of all, you shouldn't even be watching those videos to begin with. Those videos are not uplifting. They don't do anything for you. They're not, giving you positive affirmations. Like, it's just nothing but making you feel less than, making you feel like you don't deserve this and you don't deserve that. I'm like, this is not the kind of content you should be consuming. Like, this content is for people that get a kick out of humbling women. This is not for you. This you need to find some other kind of content. You need to find some uplifting, positive content that's gonna make you feel better about yourself. That's gonna make you feel that's gonna push more positivity, into your psyche. So that was the first thing. And I told her, I was like, look, that's destroying how you feel about yourself. If you're watching something that makes you feel less than, and it makes you feel like you're not worthy of anything or you don't deserve anything, that's not the kind of content you should be consuming. So I told her, I was like, I had to find some other kind of videos for her to watch because the stuff that she was watching before was making her feel like crap. I had to give her some examples. So basically, I live by this quote, and the quote is, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I don't only just apply that to my business of reselling, I also apply that to basically people too, because when it comes to my business, I sell secondhand finds. Back in the day, I used to have this, I used to think secondhand finds were like, "Ugh, who wants this? Like, this is trash. Nobody wants it. It's already used. It's already. But come to find out that there is a market for secondhand finds, whether it's been used before, whether it's old, whether it's vintage, it doesn't matter. Like, there's somebody out there that's going to buy it, right? So in my mind, I was thinking, oh, this is useless stuff. Like, who's gonna want this? I found out really quickly that people do want this. People will buy it because I make money every day selling these used items, items that you would call used, throwaways, leftovers. There's people buying it. You're just living life. Life be lifing, so just because you went through something or you have something that's happened to you that somebody else might regard as useless or not deserving of, like, that has nothing to do with you. That's all them. It's coming from, maybe they don't want it, maybe they don't think it's valuable or whatever, but there's somebody else out there that does find you valuable. Like, I might have an item that I put a price on, and I would have a customer come and look at my item, and because they don't like the price of the item, they're gonna try to nitpick and see, okay, let me see what's wrong with this item so I can get her to lower the price, right? And I already know, like, no, this is what I want for my item, because I know the value of it. I know that this is a hot thing, right? But because they can't afford it, they're gonna try to do whatever they can to try to get me to lower the price. But they're only nitpicking the item because they want me to lower the price, right? But it's only because they can afford it, right? So when you can afford something, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to see what you can do to nitpick and find things that are wrong with it, right? But at the end of the day, if you didn't want this item in the first place, then why did you come to me for this item? So you came to me for this item because you want this item, right? So why are you going out of your way to try to convince me to lower my price? Because guess what? If you don't want my item, you can go out and find some other item that you feel like is worthy, right? But what they would do is, because they want this item so bad, they would nitpick every little thing so I can lower my price, right? And the crazy thing about it is, if I know the value of my item, I'm not gonna lower the price because I know, oh no, it's already at a good price. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lower it, right? And more times than not, usually, if they want the item, because they really did want the item, they'll go ahead and buy it and pay full price, or Or if they don't buy it and they're like, ah, this is way too much, I don't want it. I'm like, that's fine. Guess what? Another customer right after them would come buy it full price of what I was asking for. So because I wasn't desperate to sell that item, just because somebody came and said, oh, I want this item, but I'm not gonna buy it because you're not lowering the price. Just because I wasn't desperate, I didn't go ahead and lower that item for that price. And I knew that, look, the right customer, the right person is gonna come along and buy this item. So that basically ties back to what I was telling my friend. I was like, look, one man's trash is another man's treasure. You may be so-called trash to one person, but then treasure to the next person. So don't let that get you down. Don't consume content that makes you feel like you need to lower your standards or lower your values or lower what you want just so they can get access to you, or just so you can give in, and be desperate. Because the problem is, when you're desperate, you start making decisions. You start making unwise decisions because you're so desperate. You're like, oh, I need to get something. I need to get something. I need to find someone. I need to get somebody. And next thing you know, you're in a relationship with someone you're not supposed to be in because you're so desperate. You feel like, oh, because nobody wants me or nobody wants to deal with this trash, that I should just lower my standards. No, keep your standard the way you want it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the next person thinks it's too high. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What are your standards to you? What do you want? What do you feel like is right for you? What I notice online with a lot of this humbling women content is that, besides it being a money train, because I think everybody knows that the quickest way to make money online right now is all about just tearing the next person down, humbling them, shaming them, whatever the case may be. That is like the quickest way to make money online these days. But besides that fact, it's also internal issues that a lot of these people do have. Because if you really think about it, why do you have to go out of your way to try to bring somebody down or make somebody else feel less than? And the reason why you're going out of your way to do that is because you yourself are going through some issues. You yourself are battling some internal self-esteem issues, or maybe you're not satisfied with yourself when it comes to like who you are as a person, or maybe your achievements, or whatever the case may be. You basically haven't mastered yourself. Like, you don't know yourself, you're not sure of yourself, you're not confident in yourself. So you have to bring somebody else down so you can feel better, so you can make that person feel less than. And a lot of people need to look within. Like, ask yourself, like, why do I feel the need to come online each and every day to bring somebody else down or make somebody else feel like crap? And that's basically what it is. It comes from within. It really is projection. If you really think about it, those people that they keep bringing down and tearing down, yeah, it's entertainment. Obviously, people love to see it. People love to watch it, of course. But deep down, the root behind it is, it's basically from internal issues that person has. Especially when it comes to the humbling women content, it's like, I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, these women are living rent free in these people's heads. Because if you have to come out each and every day online to do this, it's redundant, obviously. And obviously I get it. People got to eat, people got to make money, so that's what people want to see, right? But internally, it's like, damn, I know that internally they haven't done the work. They haven't done the work to really accept themselves, or be content of, they're just not sure of themselves. A lot of these people that are online, making women feel a certain way about themselves, a lot of them are battling health issues. Some of these people have hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes, maybe physically challenged, or maybe just have internal self-hate, and it's all about projection. Like, if I can make the next person feel like crap, then that makes me feel better about myself, because I have all these issues. A lot of these people have addictions, they have habits, they eat terrible, they don't take care of themselves, they don't take care of their health, but their main focus is basically just bringing down somebody else, right? So that's why sometimes you hear some of these content creators, they pass out or something happens to them. Some of these content creators pass away in their 50s because their main focus and their energy and their time was so much spent on tearing down the next person and bringing them down, that they lost focus. They didn't even focus on their own health. Their health was slowly withering away while they were so focused on bringing down the next person because they wanted to fill up their pockets. Obviously it's a money grab, right? But see, health is wealth. right? So you put your time, your energy, and attention, that's what's going to be the main focus. Like if you're focusing on the wrong things, you're going to pay the price eventually. I feel like a lot of these people that do make this content about humbling women and making people feel less than, they're going to pay one way or another. The universe has a way of letting you know, oh, okay, so this is what you want to focus on. All right, okay, I'm gonna give you the money. All right, you're gonna get your money, but guess what? You're gonna pay in another way, and that might be your health, that might be your mental health, physical health, spiritual health. You're gonna pay one way or another. Some of the videos that she was watching, I had to watch them. I was like, oh my goodness, this is what you're watching. This is horrible. This is crap. This is some low vibrational crap that you should not be putting in your psyche, for real. Like it's so like low, it's so low vibrational. Like you shouldn't be watching this crap, for real, seriously. So then after watching some of them, I noticed that a lot of them are very emotional. A lot of these people that make this content, they're very emotional, they're very angry, they're very mad, they're very upset. I'm like, damn, what is so angry and mad and upset about, you know? And to me, I saw it as misdirected anger. It's like they're really mad at themselves for not maybe achieving things that they want in life, or whatever the case may be, whatever results they wanted, they didn't get it. So it's more like projection, you know? And I noticed that. And I told her, I was like, girl, this ain't got nothing to do with you. It says more about the person, not you. They're mad at themselves. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You're just easy target to attack, to bring down, to blame, to shame, to humble. You're just easy target. So don't take it personal. Just look at it as oh, okay, it's not really me, it's more projection. It really has more to do with them than you. Look, anytime you have somebody telling you something that doesn't uplift you and that tears you down, always look at them and be like, oh, ask yourself, like, why are they saying this stuff to me? If they're not saying something that's positive to me or uplifting me, then I need to be like, oh yeah, I know what's really going on. You really got to question it, like, why are they saying this? Because whatever they're telling you, it's really coming from another place. It really has nothing to do with you. You know, you're taking all this critique and criticism and shaming and humbling. You're taking it in. You're thinking, damn, there must be something wrong with me. But really and truly, it's nothing wrong with you. It's actually a lot wrong with them. The anger and the frustration and all that is basically being taken out on women, unfortunately. This time and energy spent on humbling women, all that time and energy can be spent on self-mastery, you know, looking from within, you know, what can I improve when it comes to my mind and my body and my soul? What can I do to take me to another level where I don't feel the need to have to humble the next person? A lot of the energy that I see online, it's like it's given toddler vibes. You know, if you've ever been with a toddler, you see how they act when they don't get their way. Oh, they go crazy, they throw things, they're fussing, they throw themselves on the ground. This is basically what I see online. Grown people throwing tantrums at at other people. Whatever you look like, whatever your age is, whatever you've been through in life, whatever the case may be, don't ever let anyone try to make you feel less than and make themselves so they can feel better about themselves. Never rely on external validation because it's very fickle. People can like you one day and hate you the next day, right? They can put you on a pedestal today and tear you down from the pedestal tomorrow, right? So whenever you give someone else that power to validate you, you also give them their power to validate you. Basically, you got to validate yourself because people are very fickle. It's so important to love yourself. It's so important to have high self-esteem. It's very important to validate yourself, because if not, whenever you hear some of these things online, it would definitely make you feel like, oh my gosh, whoa, maybe there is something wrong with me, right? Really, it's just projection. You will not let those things that they say get internalized. I see women trying to contort themselves like a pretzel just to get somebody to like them. And after doing all that, at the end of the day, they still don't like you anyways. They tell you what to do, what to say, what to wear, act like this, act like that, be like this, be like that, say this, say that, don't do this, don't do that, don't have a dog, have a dog, have a cat, don't have a cat. It's like it's a never ending. It's basically like being on a hamster wheel. You're doing all these things thinking that you're gonna get different results, and it's like at the end of the day, they really they never liked you to begin with. So they're gonna tell you to do this and do that, and you're doing all that for what? Just so you can get approval and validation and acceptance. But at the end of the day, you can do all that and they still don't like you, right? So that's why you need to find somebody that likes you for who you are. And you need to find someone that doesn't make you have to feel like you need to hide who you are. You need to find someone that accepts who you are, that won't tell you to change yourself so you can be something that you're not. You know what I mean? Now you got to pretend to act like one way, but that's not who you are, because they're telling you to do this and they're telling you to do that. You're trying to be something completely different from who you are. No, find somebody that accepts you for you. There's women that I know that should basically have YouTube channels, and the reason why they don't have it is because they're so worried about judgment and fear, and people making fun of them, and people saying this and saying that, and that all stems from just, just constantly hearing all these things, all these negative stuff about you. So then you start to internalize it, right? As kids, I feel like we were so free to be creative, we were so free to be ourselves, we were so free to just, not have to worry about all these negative stuff. And I feel like if you consume all the negative stuff, it affects you. So you can't be as carefree, you can't be yourself, you can't be proud of who you are, you can't, you can accept yourself. As I get older, I realize it's okay to embrace all sides of you, whether you are, loud or crazy or expressive or whatever that maybe you're quiet and demure or whatever, but you may have that side too. You might have a demure side, you might have a wild side, or you might have a loud and a rambunctious side, or maybe just playful or funny or silly or goofy or whatever it is. Don't make yourself feel smaller just so you can make the next person comfortable. If they don't like your wild and crazy side and out of the world personality, that person's not for you. Then guess what? There's somebody that likes that. There's somebody that likes that you have a dog. There's someone that likes that you have a cat. There's someone that likes that you loud and crazy and whatever. There's somebody that likes that. Maybe you're sassy, and maybe you're very opinionated, or maybe you just have so much personality and you have this big personality, and somebody might say, oh, you're doing too much. That's okay, because guess what? There's somebody there that likes that you're doing too much. They love that. At the end of the day, all these people that are making all this humbling women content, they're out here, they're just trying to make money. So don't internalize it. And when I told my friend that, look, all these people online, they're just trying to get a bag. So that's their job. Their job is to continue making this kind of content. But you cannot control that, because there's going to be more and more coming. The only thing you can control is how you react to it and what you consume. So consume different stuff, consume things that are uplifting, consume more positivity into your life, and you'll start to think different of yourself. So don't forget, one man's trash is another man's treasure. All right, everyone, that's it. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.